Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. The reason you're getting this stream is because you click the subscribe button and you click the notifications button. So everybody that subscribed and everybody that clicked the notification button, you're gonna be able to see the stream and join in and ask your questions live. First thing that I want to ask you is if you got questions for me, please ask them in caps so I can see them because there's gonna be a lot of people and there's gonna be conversations between you guys, and then I want to make sure I get to your questions. That's most important thing, guys. This stream is not for me. This stream is for you. I want to get your questions answered and I want to help you out because today's Thursday. You're probably looking at cars. Tomorrow's Friday. You're gonna be going to some dealerships after work. Saturday you're gonna be at the dealership. Sunday you're gonna try to hit some up. I want to make sure I can prepare you and educate you before you get to the car dealership, before you get to the lot, because I guarantee you those salesmen and managers, oh boy, trust me, they have a lot more time to negotiate and a lot more time to prepare themselves than you do, and I want to make sure you got the upper hand when you come to the dealership. How's it going, Kane? Where you all coming from? How you all doing? How's your Thursday? Hey, how's it going, USMC vet? So, something I talked about a couple of streams ago. I'm smiling right now because I'm so fucking excited about this. I cannot wait until there's a stream. I'm like, yes, all right, I'm gonna be able to hang out with a bunch of peeps. How's it going, fly by? Something I want to talk about. I mentioned it in a couple of streams ago, but I really want to get into this a little more. Is it the right time for you to be buying a car? When should you be buying a car? The short answer is you should buy a car only when you absolutely need it. If you do not need a car, if you don't need to switch a car, don't buy it. I just talked to somebody yesterday. A guy lives in Atlanta. He's 26 years old. He's switching from one job to another job. And he was talking to me about getting a $2,000 car. I mean, really, what are you gonna get for $2,000 that's actually reliable? And especially in the big city. So what I recommended him, dude, just buy a fucking scooter. I live here in Miami. You can get a brand new scooter for $700. That thing gets like 50 miles to a gallon. You don't need insurance on it. I mean, it's $700 and it's gonna last you 2 or 3 years. If you live in a warm city, should you be really buying a car? If you live in a warm city and you live by yourself, I mean, you got no kids. I mean, if you got a wife, I mean, sure that you can fit two on there. But if you live in a warm city and you don't have kids, do you really even need a car? That's the crazy part. Do you even need a car? I know people that live in Miami. Guys, I'm going to get to your questions in just a minute. Just want to finish up this thought. I know people that live in Miami. They own a scooter for $700 and they own a big ass giant hiking backpack. They go to Walmart. They have a hiking backpack behind them. They go to Walmart twice a week and that's it. Pick up their groceries and they don't even have a car. They have no insurance. They don't feel that they don't pay for expensive maintenance. They don't pay for tires. They don't pay for anything. They have no problems with the car. If you live in like South California, Texas, Nevada, I mean lower half of America where it never gets cold, where it never snows, I mean scooter is the way to go, I'm telling you. All right, let's get some questions going. Let's get some questions out of the way. How's it going, Ale? Why am I always wearing the same hat? A very good question, Ale. Okay, this is something I learned from Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same shit every day. He has white t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers. That's it. His clothes, his closet is full of the same shit. How's it going? I don't know why. I freaking don't know why. My stream just it just fucking stops. If it stops, I'm gonna try to fix it. But like, don't it's gonna right now it's 8 o'clock where I'm at, 8:12. But realistically, I have an hour and 20 minutes. The reason I wear the same shirt and same hat is because I don't want to think about it. Clothes is something I don't think about. Food is not something I think about. I think about things that matter. Food and clothes, that shit should be on a fucking schedule. You don't need to think, what am I gonna wear? What am I gonna eat? You're gonna eat whatever you have prepared. That's it. You know, it's not a fucking science. Thanks for waiting. Whoever did not jump off, thank you, appreciate it. If 2020, Eric, if 2020 models are about to hit dealership slots, specifically Hyundai Tucson, are they extra motivated to get 2019s out? Yes, absolutely. Especially if the new body style for 2020 is going to be different than 2019. So, yes. How's it going, project? Loud, sharp, whistling, same roads, no problem. Yeah, Graham, absolutely. First, guys, if you have questions, write it to me in caps, so I know it's to me, because there's a lot of conversations gonna be going on. You're gonna be talking between yourselves. You're gonna be asking questions between yourselves, and I want to make sure that I get to every single question. Okay, you got any more questions? I don't know. Like, I can talk, but I really wanna. What do you do for a living? That's what I do. That's what I do. I find cars for people, and that's it. I just find cars for people. And then I wrote a course after I left the dealership. I started to do even more research, and then I put a course together. It's 8 videos. It's about 5-6 hours. It's super concentrated, and in the course I teach everything you need to know about buying cars. I have 150 videos on my YouTube channel. 150 videos. That's insane. It's like 50 hours of footage. All that shit is super concentrated into 5-hour course where I go into ins and outs of what to buy, what not to buy, what's the best way to go about buying cars. How's it going, Martin? 2001. The topic for tonight is just the Q&A. Let's get some of your questions out of the way. If you watch beginning of the stream, you're going to be able to, I guess, see a little bit of something I was talking about. Should you buy a car? And when is the right time to buy a car? How do you get my course? The course, I have it on 60minutecar.com. It's my website. There's 2 options. So you can either get the course, which is $6.95, or you can have me do all the work for you for $9.95. And the cool thing about the course is you get to learn, you get to do everything yourself. I'm gonna consult you, I'm gonna guide you. It's not like you buy my shit and that's it. It's like that's it. You never hear from me again. I wanna have a fucking army. I want there to be more people like me doing what I do. I want there to be people in every single fucking city doing what I do. Project, yes, I am from Russia. I've been here for 18 years. Yes, Apex super concentrated shit is the best shit. Oh, damn. On used vehicles, how much percentage should I be looking to getting down? I'm not. If you're okay, JC Remy, if you're talking about down payment, then 0. You want to have as little down payment on a car as possible because you want to use that cash to make more cash. Okay, you gotta have some kind of a hustle. You gotta be doing something on the side besides the job. And if you're talking about how much percent you should drop, I mean, let's go with 20%. 20%, you know. Opinion on the 2020 Toyota Corolla. It's a Toyota Corolla, boring as hell. Nothing is new. I mean, Jesus or Jesus Zamora. I have no opinion on it. It's just a car. So it's a boring Toyota Corolla. Yeah, Project Привет. Flyby 804. My friend is looking for a used Prius around 10K. Any model years to avoid that you know of? I would probably avoid the earlier models, the older models. I would probably start looking for something that's newer, because the newer the Priuses are, the better they are. The better batteries, the better, like everything is better. The most important things: batteries, engine, and electric, and the electric motors. Opinion on Volkswagen Golf R. If you're not a mechanic, if you're not a mechanic, you don't have a friend who's a mechanic who's gonna work for you for free. You'll have a friend who happens to be a slave mechanic, or you don't have a bunch of money to repair European cars. You got no business buying European cars. The only time you should be buying European cars is when you're making stupid money. You're making $300,000 a year. You're making 500 grand a year. Then you go out and you buy yourself something that doesn't, if it blows up and you need, $20,000 transmission on it, who gives a shit? You need $15,000 brake job on it, not a problem. 2011 Raptor with 100,000 miles for $98,000 for $28,000. Your thoughts? Hell no! Are you kidding me? That's way too much money. I mean, I think that's way too much money. Lewis, how many dealerships have you contacted to get to that price? I mean, it doesn't sound like you contacted more than 30 dealerships. I think you should get up to 50 dealerships. I think you can get much better price. Lewis, also hit me up. Maybe text me. My phone number, my text number is right below. So you can text me, guys, if you have really specific questions that you're actually ready to buy, right? You're thinking about buying within 3, 4, 5 weeks. Hit me up. How's it going, man? How's the weather over there in Qatar? Currently deployed. Can't wait to see your material to buy my car back home. Oh, hell yeah, Jeremy. Oh yeah, USMC vet. This is what I. That's what I was talking about, USMC. See, there's a guy right now deployed, God knows fucking where, in Qatar, He's going to be coming back. He's going to be getting fucked by dealership just like anybody else. That's what I was talking to you. This is just literally, this was just to one person. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. This was just to one person because I want there to be a fucking army of me. I have a course. Use that course, learn that course. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna consult you. Do what I do. Start finding cars for other folks. Especially if you got free time on the weekend. If you got 2 or 3 or 4 days off, right? And you're working part time and you're fucking around for the rest of the week. You can do what I do. Ale, yes, December is an excellent time to buy a car. October, November, December. If you're buying brand new cars, very expensive cars, trucks especially, yes, it's a good time to buy a car. But to be honest with you, if you're buying just a regular car, I think you should be fine. G-Man, sorry, you missed my answer on. Okay, Lexus GS 2014. I love it. It's a great car. Just make sure you're buying it on a good deal. Make sure you're not overpaying for it. Make sure you do a lot of research. But as far as the 2014 Lexus, excellent car. Really good car. Thanks, Heckman. I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. Hey guys, everybody that subscribes to my channel, everybody that supports me, everybody that sends me good comments and shit, everybody that gives me thumbs up in videos, I really appreciate that. Everybody that shares my videos on Facebook, I appreciate that, because not only we're sharing these videos and you're letting other folks know, but YouTube also picks up the algorithm, and I am not YouTube friendly, so if it's not for you guys, YouTube is not pushing my shit out there because I say bad words and things like that. I say shit about dealerships. I talk shit about car manufacturers, and they are advertised with Facebook. So I mean with YouTube. Heckman, what's my opinion on Porsches or a Macan in general? Unless you make a lot of money or you're a mechanic, don't buy them. God forbid anything breaks on them. God forbid anything breaks on. You want to buy a European car? Look how much it's going to be for you to change transmission fluid at 90,000 miles. How much is it going to cost you to do a brake job at 60,000 miles? You're going to need new brake pads, and you might also need new rotors if you bought a sports car. What do you think about 2018 Chevy Malibu? I try not to think about it. I try. Listen, why would you buy a Chevy Malibu when God created Toyota and Honda? Why? I don't get it. I mean, unless you found a really good deal for it. Okay, Toyota, the Malibus, they're okay. They're not bad. I'm not gonna knock on them. They're not bad. But there's a better option. Unless you found a really, really good deal on a Malibu, then I would probably go with Toyota. How's it going, Drippin'? Any worries about buying 2015 Lexus ES 350 32,000 miles? G-Man, no. Listen, I have no problem with any Lexuses. The only problem with Lexus that I am aware of, they used to have a problem where their dash would melt, and they would have sticky. The rubber on the dashboard would actually become sticky. Well, it's a recall, so it's fixed. It's not a problem. You have 770 credit score, but it's all credit cards. The bank wants me to have a mortgage or lease. Do you advise to buy a new car from a dealership? Okay. Oh boy, this. Too fast. That's an excellent question. I butchered that because I can't read for shit. But let me read that shit slow so everybody can understand. That's an excellent question. There's a video just about your question. Okay, check this out. You have a credit score of 770, which is fucking amazing. And all of it is credit cards. You don't have a lease, and you don't have a mortgage on your house. And your bank is telling you, you should get a mortgage on your house. You should get a car lease. Well, of course they want you to get a fucking mortgage on the house. They're going to make money from you. Listen, you got no business getting a mortgage unless, two things, you're planning to stay in that city for next 30 fucking years. Okay, 30 years. I mean, 20 years minimum. If you're not planning to move out of that city for 30 years, okay, sure, buy a house. Next, if you don't have a really, really, really solid job where you're going to stack some paper and you're going to have, a year or 2 years worth of living expenses set aside in case something happens to you, you don't want to lose a house, buy a house. But buying a house, if you're young, I don't know if it's the best idea. I am actually all pro house buying. I love buying a house. I think it's a great idea. But you have to be smart about it. If you're young, if you're entrepreneur minded, if you got hustle in you, if you're thinking about doing a business and if you got a house, really, you might have to move. You might have to move to a different city. What are you gonna do with the house? Just leave it there? Rent it out? Renting out a house is not as easy as it seems. So to Jeremy Ryan, 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland, $27,000. What am I thinking? I need to know the miles, bro. Jeremy, I don't know. I was actually looking for. I was just looking for a Jeep Grand Cherokee. What's the limited? Grand Cherokee Limited. $25,000. 37,000 miles. So just to give you a kind of approximation what we got. Josh Asola, my 2006 Honda Pilot has 250,000 miles. Should I sell it before it blows up? John, abso-fucking-lutely not. No. I know you might be thinking, oh, we might have problems. Dude, how much are you going to sell that thing for with 250,000 miles? Let's be realistic. 3,000, 5,000, right? I think you can actually keep on driving it, maintain it, make sure there's no problems with it. Maybe take it to a mechanic, pay 120 grand and have it inspected. Is there any problems that are coming up? To be honest with you, I think you should keep that Pilot for as long as possible. and I mean drive it until it hits 300,000 miles. I'm telling you, I have a friend who has 200,000 miles on his Honda Accord 2-door manual. I mean, he wants to keep it until that thing blows up. And as well as he's maintaining it, the transmission is perfect. The engine is perfect. Like, the leather inside the car looks like brand new car with the car 200,000 miles on. I mean, he really treats that car real good. Well, guess what? He stacks paper every single month. He saves money every month instead of paying for a new car. Johnny DK. If you had to choose CR-V or Toyota RAV4, what do you think? To me, they are exactly the same cars. The only difference to me between those two cars is the transmission. That's it's then it's kind of up to you, you know. Probably RAV4 because I'm sorry, I just, yeah, not a huge fan of CVTs. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Nilt? Hey, Flyby, thanks, appreciate it. Guys, if you're watching this stream, please give me a thumbs up. Show me some love. What do you think if you have 750 credit score or above and you want to get 4% loan on a Dodge Charger? Fineri F, do you really want a Dodge Charger? I mean, you have a credit score of 750. I mean, you've been making some smart decisions. Are you sure you want a Dodge Charger? Do some research about the transmissions on them. What do you think about buying used rental cars? I have no problem with buying rental cars. Every single stream, somebody is asking me, what about rental cars? Rental cars are great. Guys, when you get a rental car, do you treat it better or worse than your own car? Better. Why is that? Because God forbid there's going to be a fucking scratch on it. They're going to charge you an arm and a leg for it. So, you know, if you're going to be buying a rental car that's a regular car like a Camry or RAV4 or something like that, I have no problem with it. If you're going to be buying a rental car that was like a Charger, a Mustang, or a sports car, a truly sports car, then you might want to, you know, kind of think about it, have it inspected. But I always say, have the cars inspected. That's why I never worry about buying rental cars. I get that shit inspected. I don't care who owned it. I don't care what the history on it is. I care about quality and price. The quality, the mechanic is going to tell me. Price, I'm going to just decide because I've done my research. (2009) Honda Fit on 90. 2009 Honda Fit Sport, 93,000 miles, dealer listed for 7,000. Got them to 5.5. Decent deal or pass. Ryan McDaniel. Okay, Ryan McDaniel. Does it have clean title? If it has clean title, okay, that's kind of what you can expect. But if it has rebuilt title, dude, they bought that car for $3,000 or something like that. No, you should be. I mean, you should be looking at something around. I mean, it's not a bad deal, but I don't know. It's just I just found a guy here in Miami, 2012 or 2013 Kia Forte. It was a 2-door, rebuilt title, 50,000 miles, $5,500. I mean, you can probably do the same thing. Hey Dan, will you ever buy a rental car? This is 2017 Mazda 3.2 liter Touring, selling for $12,500 with 30,000 miles. Your opinion? Daxi Lee, you need to buy that car now. Mazda, yeah, dude, it looks like a good deal to me. 30,000 miles, it had 2000. Dude, it's a good deal. Yeah, if it has clean title, no problems with the car, which you're gonna find out by Carfax, and you're gonna find that out by taking the car to inspection. You know, it looks like a good deal to me. Yeah. Mr. Neil 32. My 2004 Toyota Highlander has 309,000 miles riding steel wheels. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. If you got a car with like 150,000 miles and it has no problem and it's Japanese, keep that car until the wheels fall off. I'm telling you. You keep that car for 2 or 3 years, and you're every month you're putting away $500, $500 away, as if you're making a car payment, right? Well, guess what? 3 months, 3 years, that shit is gonna add up. You're gonna look at 3 years under your mattress like, damn, I got some money down there. I can do something with that shit. I can start a little hustle. I can do a little business. Maybe I got an old truck now. I can buy a plow for it. I can start plowing snow, or maybe I can do something with that. If you need a hybrid, would you go with 2019 Honda Insight or 2019 Toyota Prius? Oh, dude, too fast. Toyota Prius by a mile. I don't even know why the hell Honda has Insight. They barely sell any of them. If you buy a Honda Insight, it's going to be more expensive. Number one. Number two, parts are going to be more expensive because there's less of them on the road, so there's less of them for parts. Dude, Toyota Prius by a mile. I think Toyota Prius is the best hybrid there is. When buying used car from a dealer, what should you expect regarding the condition of the tires? It depends on good to great. If it has real shit tires, they would have just changed the tires and that's it. If the tires are real trash, if they're garbage, if they're worn, the dealership is gonna replace the tires, write the tires as a business expense, and the salesman is gonna be reminding you every 5 seconds it has new tires. So when you're buying a car from a dealership, if it's a big size dealership, right? If it's not just a lot, there's two differences. There's a dealership, right? It has a big building. It has like 50, 70, 100 cars. It's a huge, big thing, right? And then there's the lot. The lot is just a parking lot with a fucking porta potty where they have an office in. All right? It's a very small dealership. So I call those lots. I call big dealerships, and everything else is just a lot. It's just somebody who has a dealer's license, Then when you're buying from a small dealership, you can just, there is no standards. Whatever they do is whatever the hell they do. John Isola, you have 2015 Pathfinder. You shouldn't buy a transmission warranty. You should just get rid of the car. Honestly, put it on the market. See what it is. See how it goes. Maybe you can sell it for what you own, buy yourself something that you don't have to worry about a transmission. Inside. Yeah. Far as the Honda Insight, I honestly don't know why they made Honda Insight. Honda Insight, to me, is like worse than Toyota Prius in every single way. Look at it. The new Priuses, they actually look pretty damn good. They look sleek. The new Insight, it still looks like a bar of soap on wheels. Something that I read. I'm not sure if they're actually if it's gonna happen or not. But Tesla, guys, how Tesla was promising that we're finally gonna have $30,000 Model 3. They've been promising that shit for years. So now that we have it, it's just a bare bones Model 3. They're saying we're gonna have a truck for 50 grand, electric truck for 50 grand, and oh my god, it just blows my mind, the fucking promises that this fucking crazy ass promises that they make. Yeah, flyby. Soap on the rope. Oh god. Just bought a 06 Toyota Corolla CE manual transmission, 160,000 miles. You bought it for $2,200. Hell yeah, dude. And CTSP. Yeah, KCTSP. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna be buying old cars with manual transmissions, I don't see a problem with. That's actually a really good deal. Dude, what the hell is going on? What is today? Thursday? Where is everybody? Typically there's a bunch of people. I'm struggling with questions, and now we're having the most chillest fucking stream ever. I mean, shit. Yeah, Ben, electric truck for 50 grand. I don't like. I mean, that fucking Elon Musk is always making promises, dude. I don't want to hear that motherfucker in fucking. Dude, I can imagine Elon Musk picking up some woman at the fucking bar. It's this big. Making promises always, exaggerating shit. Oh, I only have dirty thoughts in my head. uh, yeah, Johnny DK. Maybe I'm gonna have to move the stream back to 9 o'clock. The reason I moved it to 8 o'clock because there was a lot of people that were. I mean, the stream is like hour and a half. 10, it's already 10:30 by the time the stream is done, and I feel like a dick by holding people up. You know, I wanted to make it a little earlier, but I guess hey guys, next Thursday I'm gonna make a stream at 9 o'clock. We'll see what that's gonna be. Oh, watching hockey? Or is there is it the time for a Stanley Cup? I don't think so. Or is it just a regular game? I mean, can a car salesman make over $200,000 a year? Yes, they can. Oh, fuck yeah, they can. But here's a couple of things where if you're going to be making 200 grand a year, I mean, you got to have shit dialed in. And on top of that, you have to be working there for 1,000,000 years. I mean, if you come in there and you're like in first 5 years, don't even expect that. People that make $200,000 a year as a car salesman, the only reason they make that kind of money is because they've been working there for 20 years, 16 years, and their clientele is so fucking big, they're just working off their clientele. That's it. It's their repeat customers that are coming in. They're working off repeat customers. Typical car salesman makes 3 grand a year. 3 grand a month. 3 grand a month. How's it going, Dennis? Ford F-150 crew cab 3.7 2017. How much should I pay for less than 30,000 miles? Bro, I have no idea. Roberto Overlis. Listen, I haven't done the research. Have you done any research? How many dealerships have you contacted with? I don't know. But typically on a truck, here's the thing. On a truck in 3 years, with 40,000 miles, the price is gonna drop by 35% on a truck. On a sedan, it's gonna be somewhere around 45-50%. So Roberto, too, I guess I can help you out just a little bit. You should be looking somewhere 20% below MSRP. Whatever the MSRP on that price is, you should be not 20, 25, kind of that area. You know what I mean? Because it has 30,000 miles. That's almost 3 years worth of fucking driving. But it's only 2017. Maybe they are all at the net looking for the best car deal. Absolutely, Mike. I hope so. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks, Hardcore Vetter. Yeah, that's what's going on. Have you ever seen Steve Richard videos? Yes, I have. When I was gonna be working at the car dealership, I watched a lot of shit to get myself educated, to get myself prepared to learn how to sell, right? So I watched some of his stuff. Dude, none of his stuff works with what I teach. I watched some of his videos and I remember you have to be physically at the dealership and he negotiates and manipulates you and tricks you into doing whatever you're gonna do. I watched one of his videos on a car trade-in and it's now that I'm watching it after I actually worked at the dealership, I'm like, dude, this is the dumbest shit there is. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean to him, but That shit only works on unexperienced buyers that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. He was in one of his videos he was talking about, so this is what we want for the car, this is what you want for the car. Now let's see, let me explain that you're actually not gonna get this for your car. Here's why. You're gonna need to detail your car. You're gonna need to spend time selling the car, making the posting. You're gonna need to fix this on the car, fix that on the car. Well, shit, even if you detail the car for $150 or wash that shit yourself, fix a couple of things here and there, you're still gonna make more money. And here's the thing. You want let's say this is your trade-in, right? This is what the dealership is offering you right here. Let's say $15,000, right? You want $17,000. Okay, if the dealership if you meet in the middle, let's say at 15 and a half, that's the middle, right? And the dealership buys it from you. Did you get screwed? Fuck yeah, you did, because you didn't sell it for the market value. The dealership is still gonna raise the car up, the money on the car. They're gonna mark that bitch up and they're gonna sell it for $17,000, $18,000, $19,000. So you should be selling cars for the same amount of money that the dealership is selling. Whenever somebody is trying to lowball you with your private sale, and they're gonna be like, well, you're a private dealer, private seller, you should sell your money, you should sell your car for less. You tell them, fuck no, I shouldn't. I should be selling my shit for exactly the same amount of money as the dealership is selling. First, I'm not gonna try to fuck you. You give me the fucking money, you get the car. It takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm not gonna waste your time as if a dealership is gonna, like your dealership is gonna waste 3, 5, 6 fucking hours. First, I respect your time. I'm not gonna waste your time. And I respect your money. I'm not gonna waste your money. That's number one. Number two, you can finance this car. You get a loan through a bank. I'll meet you at the bank. Let's sell it. Number three, I'm not gonna disrespect you, your family, and your money by charging you $1,200, $800 worth of fucking dealership fees. You think I should sell my car for less? The dealership is gonna sell it for whatever they fucking have it listed at, and they're gonna throw another $1,000 worth of bullshit fees on top of that. So tell me, why should I sell my car for less than a dealer? I shouldn't. I should sell it for the same amount of time, and you should buy it from me for 3 reasons. I'm not gonna waste your time, I'm not gonna waste your money, and I'm not gonna charge you bullshit dealership fees. How old am I? I'm 29 years old. Kane, you're funny. You're funny. Did I ever watch the Australian guy? Yes, I did. Because I know who you're talking about. Most people don't know who you're talking about. I know that guy. Fuck, what's his name? Damn it, I forgot his name. Yes, I know. He is actually really funny too. He's funny. I disagree with him on a lot of shit, but far as the car pricing, he's on point. I like him. I mean, that guy's pretty good. Hey, how's it going, amigos? BT, yes, exactly. You're gonna be saving that person's time and money if they buy it from you. You're not gonna be wasting their time or money. Think tank, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, like it's not really a rant. It's just like I don't know. It's kind of it's kind of the truth, I guess. Yeah, Flyby 804. I know that Australian guy. He is dude. He's a bit crazy, a bit. He's out there. But far as like car pricing, a lot of stuff that he says is true. Like the nitrogen in tires, that shit is true. All the shit that he says about electric cars, I mean, I don't like him, to be honest. I don't like him. I don't like his personality because he's, he believes all the crazy some crazy stuff. But that's just on a personal level. But far as about cars, car technology, and car pricing, I mean, you gotta admit he's dead on. Chevy dude, I actually used to watch Chevy dude a little bit, but his latest video, I mean, I think I might even be subscribed, but I don't watch his videos at all. Um, I mean, his latest videos is complete bullshit. It gets the Soy Boy Award. He's making excuses why dealerships should be charging fees because your cell company, your phone company is charging you fee, your bank is charging you fee. Well, yeah, guys, you're getting fucked by your cell phone company, by your bank, by your insurance company. You're getting fucked by everybody. You know what? I think you should also get fucked by me. Well, what kind of excuse is that? What is that? The reason that dealerships are charging dealership fees is only one reason. There's only one reason. Because I'm going to say this nicely. Because we have a lot of soy boys. Because we have very few men that are willing to stand the fuck up and tell the dealerships to get the fuck out of here. Why are we buying these cars if we're getting treated like shit? Like, what the actual fuck? That's why, you know what? Every single fucking video, I'm gonna tell people not to buy a car. Even though my business, guys, my business, my livelihood depends on people buying cars. I tell you, do not buy a fucking car unless you absolutely need it. You got no business trading around these cars like they're fucking hoes. You got no business switching cars every 3 years. Buy a car, make a good decision on the car that you're gonna keep for next 10 years. If you gotta spend $5,000 more so you don't have to switch your car three years down the road, spend extra $5,000. You know, buy a car that you're gonna keep until the wheels fall off, and then focus on your shit, focus on yourself, focus on your business. What is up with all this switching cars? People are gonna be like, well, there's new car technology in cars. Like what? Like what? All the new car technology that we have right now, that shit is old as hell. Backup cameras were available in like 1940 fucking 7, in 1950 something. Heated and cooled seats, that shit was available in 1953 or 63. Think about that. Collision avoidance system, that shit was available in the 90s. In the 90s. In the 90s. Guys, in 1990s, we could have had cars that would prevent themselves from getting into a car crash. In 1990s, this car technology that we have is not new. It's just being brought back from years ago. How you doing, AJJ? John Cadigan is the Australian guy. Yeah. I forget his YouTube channel. Fuck. Auto Express. Is that Auto Express? I don't remember what his name is. Yo, BT, I've been. Yeah, Chevy dude, he's a car salesman, you know. And guys, he's not gonna say anything I would say. Do you know why? Because he's gonna get fired. The only reason that he has a YouTube channel is because general manager of the store allows him to. That's the only reason. That's it. He is not allowed to say anything that would go against car industry. He'd be out of that dealership in a fucking minute. So okay, let's move on. Hardcore weather. Okay, let's see what you got here. What do you think about selling used car to CarMax or AutoNation? I'm not going to buy one from them. Hardcore bro, you got no business selling a car to a dealership. You have no business selling a car to a car dealership. Sell your car to the end consumer. Why? First reason, just do the right fucking thing. Do the right thing and sell the car to the person that's gonna be using it. Why would you sell your car to a dealership that's gonna use your car? They're gonna use your car to fuck someone over. Number two, you're gonna get more money by selling your car to the consumer, to the actual person that's gonna use it, rather than a dealership. The reason that we have car dealers is 100% our fault. And trading and selling cars to car dealerships, I think it's a very, very, very big problem that we need to stop. Yeah, that's why like yeah, I don't hate Chevy dude as a person. I think I think he's a pretty decent guy. But to me to me it's a principle thing, you know. Is just, everybody has different like way of living, and that's just the way that I choose to live. If somebody is okay with that, then they can do it. I'm not okay with it. Like, whenever I charge $1,000 for somebody for me to find them a car, I don't say, well, it's $300 for to find your car, and then it's $400 for documentation fees, and then it's another $300 for something else, right? I'm being straight up because I don't want to be like that, you know. uh don't buy a car in New Jersey. Talk about bullshit fees. Yeah. Yeah, dude. New Jersey and New York, they're the scariest places to buy a car. The scariest. I mean, there's a dealership over there. It's called NYC Motors. Stay the fuck away from them. This is what they do. They list their cars three, four, $5,000 below what they're actually going to be selling it for. You call them up and you tell them, "Hey, send me purchase order. I want to see if your price is real. You got too good of a price here." You know what they tell you? You're going to have to come in. Well, what if I'm out of state? Well, it's too fucking bad. You're going to have to fly in. You fly in, and then guess what? They're going to mark up that car, and they're going to tell you, "Oh, yeah, that car for $16,000 is actually without a $5,000 down payment. That's without a $4,000 down payment." So yeah, New York and New Jersey, worst dealerships in the country. I mean, the worst. There's another dealership over there. It's called Certified Luxuries, I think it's called, or something. Oh my god, another shit fest. Fake pricing again. They have a lot of fake pricing over there in New York. I went to CarMax. They offered me $1,200 for my Equinox. Sold it on Craigslist for 2.5, and it took about an hour time. I suggest you sell it yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, even if you sell a car to a person for the same amount of money that you sold it to the dealership, this is gonna sound really weird, but you just did the right fucking thing. It's not. Life is about money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be fucking socialistic here, or I'm Jesus over here. Money's not important. Money is fucking important. Money is important. Money is super important. But you also gotta consider doing the right thing. Just kind of have it in the back of your head. Why should I do the right thing here? Should I sell a car to a private party, to a person that's gonna need it, or should I sell a car to the dealership, which they will use to fuck someone over? Auto Express TV, Auto Expert TV. Thank you, Flyby. Appreciate it. I'm looking to buy new Prius, and their tier 1 holds 1.9 APR for 60 months. Should I use their bank, or should I find my own before buying the car? Bro, 1.9 APR, that's crazy low, bro. Too fast. That's fucking amazing. That's a really good APR. I haven't heard that APR in God knows how many fucking years. Years. I'm not talking about months. 1.9 is really good. If guys, if somebody ever got a car loan for lower than 1.9, tell me about it. I want to hear about it. Penstar Nate, are you using your phone for a live stream? Yes, sir, I am. I'm using my phone for a live stream. If you wanna, text me a question, you got my phone number below. Text it to me. I'll get back to you tomorrow because after the stream, I'm going to bed because it's gonna be hella late. Anyone looking for 2016? Oh, hey guys, that's actually a good idea. Yo, USMC vet, post your shit on our Facebook page. I wanna, cause you're turning in a lease, guys. Here's something else I wanna say. If you have a lease and you're planning to turn it in, whatever you owe on the car, right? Whatever your turn in is gonna be, whatever your buyout is gonna be, sell it for the same amount of money to somebody in our Facebook group. Do the right thing. Yeah, you're not gonna make money, but you're gonna turn that car in no matter what. Sell it to somebody else who might need it. Yeah, thanks, Flyby. Appreciate the support. Yeah, good luck. Thank you for putting the phone in there. If anyone is considering giving him $1,000 for a car, you should do it. This guy is legit. Oh, thanks, Hardcore. Appreciate it. USMC vet, what are some common car sales tactics that our dealerships use to trick people? Common question. It's not okay. There are some, like, typical run-of-the-mill tactics and shit like that, but it's there. Let me give you some principles. The foundation of sales is emotions. The foundations of sales is emotions. Anything you buy is emotional. Even if you think it's a logical, okay, let me rephrase that. 90%. Okay, food is probably not emotional. It's more of a physical need. New clothes, roof over your head, probably not emotional. But 90% of the shit that we buy is emotional, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna take control of you emotionally. So they're gonna make you fall in love with the car. That's why they tell you to come into the dealership. They're gonna make you get in the car. They're gonna make you test drive the car so you love the car. Then once you love the car, you can't tell them no. That's number one. Number two, they will take control over your time. They'll tell you when to get out of the dealership. They'll tell you when you're gonna go for a test drive. They're gonna tell you what you're gonna do. They take control of everything. They take control of your time, your decision making, your finances, and everything. The salesman's job is to take control of your decision making. Okay, and it's their job to make you make a decision that they want. That's kind of it. So don't get emotionally involved with a car. That's the number one thing I want to say. Do not get emotionally involved with the car. That's number one. And number two, like, don't go to a dealership unless you are picking up a car. A lot of people are texting me, hey, the dealership is not willing to give me the best price unless I come in. Well, let me give you a real life example. This happened to me. A salesman is telling me, I'm sorry, we cannot give you our best possible price over the phone. So I tell them, if I come in, how much money can I expect to lower the car by? How much money can we save here? Well, she says, we do not negotiate. So I ask her, so you just lied to me when you said you're going to give me a best possible deal. She was going to give me the best possible deal. Their best possible deal is whatever they have it listed for. That's not my best possible deal. Guys, you got no business going to a car dealership unless you're picking up the car and it's in your city. That's it. Why would you go to a car dealership? What's going to change? What can you do at the car dealership that you can't do over the phone? Broadcast Dave, привет. How's it going, man? You Russian or something? Ford is doing 0% APR for 72 months right now. Yes, flyby. Ford is actually, whew, Ford and Chevy. They're doing anything they can to sell cars right now. I mean, they are really on it. They are really on it. Um, why aren't you active on Instagram? First, I hate Instagram. Like, I have physical hate for it. I don't understand why people even go on there. Like, go to work. Stop fucking around on Instagram. Go get a second job. Or I don't know. Like, I I don't know what it would. Like, I have some stuff on Instagram, but it's there. Just, I don't know. I guess it's just I don't feel like I'm reaching a lot of people on there. I guess maybe that's why. Maybe because I don't know how to use it as good. I don't know. I need to leave you a review. You helped me to get a GLI. Great. Oh, dude, that great GLI with the red thing, dude. It looks good. Okay, whenever you're gonna be doing the review, make sure it's on green grassy area, because that place where you took that pictures by the park, dude, that looks so good. Oh, that gray color is amazing. I love it. Dude, definitely do a review. I want to see that car. That's a good looking car. Hey Dan, you've been real guy. Great, great to text you with you earlier. Love your channel and great content. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate the support, bud. I really do. I'm in the market for a 2005, 2007 Power Stroke. I've been seeing them on Craigslist for about 15 to 15, 20. Let me just read this. Okay. Here's the thing. The surplus firearm, that's a good name. Surplus firearm, dude. Here's the thing. You gotta search nationwide, not just Craigslist, bro. Nationwide. Craigslist good. Facebook. What else is there? Car Gurus. There's a bunch of cars. There's a auto.com or something. I have them. I have all of them saved, and actually have all of them in a webinar where I teach that stuff. Gotcha. Yo, broadcast Dave. Do you actually broadcast? What do you do for a living? Hey, Steve. How's it going, man? Don't you lose all the incentives when you do 0% APR? Maybe. That's what I actually made a video. It depends on the dealership. So here's the thing. I actually teach people, if you're going to be buying a brand new car, it's better to lower the price of a car than get 0% interest rate, because you're not going to be, look, let's say you're buying a $35,000 car. That's an average car, right? Average car price in America. $35,000. Let's say at 3% or 3.5 or 4% APR. How much money what is that interest rate? It's only a couple of $1,000s. The amount of money that you can actually negotiate that car by is actually more than getting 0% APR. I actually have a video where I talk about you shouldn't be aiming for 0% APR if the dealership is not willing to lower the price of the car. You should always lower the price of the car and then look into APR. BT, what do you know about a cold at the auction so its little title gets cleared? My 14th Odyssey was sold in New York at the auction, then sent to Utah, and because of this the title was clean. It was in a crash. Yes, BT, there's things that people do to clean titles. There is. That's why we have a $5 Carfax in our group. It's $5. You can buy a Carfax for $5. I'm looking to trade my car in DC Johnson. All right, this is to you. Looking to trade in my car. No. You're wrong. You're thinking wrong. DC Johnson, I'm gonna help you here a little bit. You're not looking to trade in your car. You're looking to sell your car. You don't want to trade in your car. You just want to sell it, right? You want to get money for it. Okay, now let's keep going. And you're upside down on a car, and you're not sure what your options are. Okay, here's your options. Number one, are you sure you want to sell it? Why not just keep driving it until the wheels fall off? You can do that. Keep that bitch until the wheels fall off, and that's it. That's option number one. Number two, you sell it to a private party. Sell it on Craigslist, sell it on Facebook, sell it on Auto Trader, sell it on Car Gurus, sell it wherever. Maybe get somebody $300 if they help you sell it, you know. Then you're going to be looking for yourself for a very cheap rebuilt $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 car. So you're going to buy a $7,000 car after this with rebuilt title. You're going to carry over the negative balance. What is that going to be? Whatever it is. Let's say you're upside down $1,000, right? So 7 plus 1, now your $7,000 car turns into $8,000 car, and guess what? You're gonna have to drive this car until the wheels fall off. So that's something you can do. Or you can do a really smart purchase. You can look for a car. This is actually something I teach in my course. You can make a very smart purchase, buy a car for such a good deal that you can actually flip it, right? You can buy it for 7, drive it for a year or 2 years, and still sell it for 7. Make sense? So you're going to get your money back. Or you can flip a car and actually make some money. Do you think buying a car that has been in a front end accident, miles rolled back, but the pre-purchase look over past it and you know the actual miles, is it a very good deal? It's a very good deal. Yeah, if it's a very good deal, I don't see why not. I don't give a fuck if the miles are rolled back. I don't give a fuck as long as I know the miles are rolled back. You know what you're actually getting. See, Penstar, you done your research. You know exactly what you're getting into. It's a complicated car, but you know all the ins and outs. You know you've been in and out. You know the car has been in an accident. The miles are rolled back, but it's still a good deal. Then sure, yeah, go for it. Do dealerships get penalized if they pay off? If you pay off your car right away, no. No, they don't. They don't get penalized. I mean, dealerships don't get penalized for nothing, ever. I don't know anything they get penalized for. Maybe for not selling enough cars. Thanks for a response, man. Yeah, thanks, Surplus Fireman. I appreciate the support, man. Hey, guys, by the way, for those of you that are kind of new here, if you don't know, we have a Facebook group, a 60-minute car. If you want, you can join in there. There's more information in there. And it's more of a community. You'll get to see things that, you know, that nobody's posting here on YouTube channel because it's a YouTube channel. But on Facebook group, you're going to see a lot of shit, a lot of personal stuff that people post. Has anyone hired you to buy a 2014 4Runner lately? If so, how much was the purchase price? Good question, Reggie 126. No. Nope. Unfortunately, not for 2014. Yeah, I know those 4Runners really hold their value. If you're having trouble to get a good price on it, they could be a little tricky, but still hit me up, you know. We'll talk. We'll see if I can give you some pointers maybe in your situation specifically. I used to do video work. My YouTube account predates Google ownership. Now I work in software. Awesome, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, dude. And making videos is kind of fun. Should you get PM? Should you get NX300 or NX300H? If you are not a taxi driver, if you are not an Uber driver, there's no point of buying a hybrid. Watch my video, or hybrid's worth it. I do the math on the car between a hybrid and a regular. the only way to make sense of hybrid cars, you gotta be a fucking taxi driver. You gotta be putting in, fucking 10,000, I mean, 5, 7, 10,000 miles a month. A lot of miles a month. A lot. You have to be driving almost 24/7. PM. If you got, I don't know how much money you want to spend, PM, on your Lexus, but if it's anywhere over 26,000, or around 26, I would recommend getting a RX 350 actually. Drive that at least. Tell me what you think about it. How do you know if a rebuilt car is a good car or a rebuilt? I have no problem with rebuilt titles. Why? Because I put them through the same process that I put every other vehicle. Pre-purchase inspection. No, first we agree on the price that I like. Second, we do pre-purchase inspection. If the pre-purchase inspection shows no problem, then we'll go ahead and buy a car. Pre-purchase inspection. You don't need to guess. You don't need to pray. You don't need to do magical, wizardry. You don't need to hope. Pre-purchase inspection. Tell the person that's going to be inspecting the car, hey, this car was hit. I want you to find where it was hit, how well it was repaired, and I want you to find if there's anything fucked up with the car. Yeah, DC Johnson, good job, dude. Pay off your car and keep that bitch for as long as you can. For as long as you can, especially if it's something Japanese. It's gonna last you for a very long time. Yeah, something else with Forerunners, DC Johnson. Here's the thing, dude. I mean, you're gonna be getting 19 miles to a fucking gallon if you're lucky. 18 miles to a gallon. I mean, that thing has a huge hungry engine. So it's not only you're getting a new, more expensive car, but you're getting a newer, more expensive eating. You're getting a very hungry beast that you are gonna have to feed. Here's the thing. I wouldn't. No, you don't have to work with King Null 001. You don't have to work with general manager specifically. You can work with the salesman. You can work with the manager. It's kind of up to you. You don't need to be working with the general manager. Manager or a good salesman is perfectly fine. It's more than enough. How do you guarantee the quality of PPI? Not even mechanics at another remote location is good though. What? Not even avert Dixie Lee. Evert? Okay, when a third party mechanic does the pre-purchase inspection on the car, they're actually doing a good job. Why? Because they're looking for problems. They work for you. You pay them money, so they're working for you. They're looking for problems. They're hoping there's problems. Because do you know what problems means to mechanic? Money. If they are actually looking for problems. They want there to be problems. You want there not to be problems, but the mechanic that's looking at your car, the actual guy that's doing the pre-purchase inspection, he's hoping there's problems. So they are actually looking for problems. Yeah, hardcore 60. Yeah, dude. Those Forerunners get like 60 miles to. It's ridiculous. They got like very, very hungry engines. If I'm going to buy a car that I'm planning to keep for long haul, buying brand new is a good idea, right? No. I know this might, bite me in the ass in the future. But I gotta be honest with you. I don't think buying a brand new car is a good idea. I'll be honest with you. It's just not. The car depreciates 30 fucking percent. No. The car depreciates 50% in 3 years. 3 years, 50%. So 3 years, 50%. What do you have left? So you have another 170,000 miles in the car. and you bought it for half the price. Makes sense? So do the math. Buying cars that are right off the lease, fresh off the lease, is the best thing you can do. Let somebody else pay 50% of the car. Does anyone do everything but... Oh, okay, this is not to me. You don't have to use OEM parts. Typically, you can buy a good aftermarket parts. You don't have to buy OEM parts. You can, but you don't have to. A lot of times people will go to junkyard and people will still use, a lot of times people will use OEM parts from another crashed car. So let's say you're looking for front fenders, front bumpers, headlights, hood, right? So there's another car that was hit in the rear and the front is perfectly fine. So they're going to take the front stuff, put it on the new car, and you have your OEM parts. So I never worry about the parts. You can typically tell that just by looking at it, about the gaps and stuff like that. But I don't worry about that stuff. What I worry about, how well it was repaired, how well were the things put back on it, and that's what pre-purchase inspection guy is going to be able to tell you. That's what your mechanic is going to tell you. Is it best to just buy a car off a great credit with no money down, also haggle with the price? Steven, yes, it's better to buy a car with zero money down, negotiate the price as much as you can, and then, if the dealership is offering 0% APR, sure, take him up on it. Or low APR, sure, why not? Take him up on it. Why? Have you reviewed the Hyundai Palisade yet? What are your thoughts on it? No, I have not reviewed it. I actually don't do car reviews because I hate them. And with car reviews, you have to you gotta get on your knees, and you gotta get a little dirty with the dealership, and I don't like working on my knees. Listen, can you imagine me coming to a dealership and hey guys, I have a YouTube channel at 60-Minute Car. I want to do. I'm laughing just saying. Let me get one of your cars for a day, and I want to do a review. I'm laughing just saying it. They're gonna check out my channel and they're gonna chase me out of that fucking dealership with the broom, guys. I'm not. The only way I'm gonna get a car to review if I'm sneaky, right? I gotta be clever. That's number one, and number two is I don't know, maybe renting it, finding somebody who has one and borrowing it. A dealership is not going to give me a car after they see my fucking channel. Like, it's not going to happen. Thanks, PM. Appreciate it. But I am excited about new Palisade. So, Honda Telluride is selling like hotcakes, and Palisade. So, wait a year, and next year at Christmas, buy it. How much 2016, 2017 Lexus RX 350 cost? It's up to you. Depends how much you want to negotiate. Depends how much time you want to put in. Yeah, thanks, Johnny DK. Yeah, I mean, me and Scotty, we're both frugal. We're very, very frugal. I appreciate money. I love money. I like to earn money, but I'm not. That's why I wear the same hat every day. White T-shirts. I wear the same outfit to every single video. Why? Because I want to focus on what's important, and that's the video. All right, not how I'm dressed. That's why I never, guys. Two things I don't think about: food and clothing, because these are just tools to get your job done. I don't think about none of that shit. It's like subconscious, I don't think about what am I gonna eat. Whatever the fuck I cook, I eat. That's it. Whatever I have ready to wear, I'm wearing, and I have things lined up to wear. It's just all the same shit. I'm thinking on buying new Chevy Silverado 2019. Few months, can't wait. Yo, Ben, few months. I hope you're talking about November and December, because that's the time to buy new trucks. Yeah, hardcore weather. I appreciate it. Guys, if you can share these videos, I would appreciate that very much. Share these videos on Facebook. Just click that share button. See what happens, you know? Just tell people, hey, check out this crazy ass motherfucker. Okay, flower. Chosen flower. Here's the thing. Test drive the car that you want to buy in your city and then buy the same one somewhere else. So you don't have to be buying, you don't have to be test driving the, you know, if you're buying a car that's only 3 years old or 4 years old or 5 years old, what's going to happen to it? You're going to do the pre-purchase inspection, you're going to do the PPI, right? There's nothing to worry about. It's going to handle the same as the car that you drove in your city. It's the same car. Yep, hardcore, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Test drive a car locally and then buy nationwide. Okay, James Sherry, 2019 Dodge ProMaster or 2019 Ford Transit cargo van? I have no idea. I know the vans you're talking about, but I have no idea. And unfortunately, those are the only really, you know, big size cargo vans that make sense to buy. I mean, there is Mercedes, but that shit is overpriced as hell. Prices are extremely expensive. So, I would look at, James Sherry. Look if there's any problems. Literally, Google this. Known problems with 2019 with Dodge ProMaster. Known problems with Ford Transit. And you don't have to be looking at 2019. You can be looking at older models. Because you want to be looking at something that's been driving out for, you know, 3 or 4 years. Something that's been out there. What else is there? Van life. Oh, you're looking for a camper, dude. James, you're like the 3rd or 4th person that's looking for a camper. Dude, yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. Also, I would probably go with Ford. Here's why. Because there's more of them. There's more of them. They're going to be selling for less. But I don't understand, why are you buying a brand new van for a for a camper? Buy something that's been used already. I mean, you're gonna rack up a shit ton of miles. You might as well buy something that's been, you know, that has some miles on it already. Get better price. What's a good discount on 2019 Sierra AT GMC? 20%. Start off with 20%. Eric Sanchez. See where you end up. Do you also eat ramen noodles? Whenever I am lazy, yes, I eat ramen noodles. They're not good for you, but not that I really care. Hopefully he. Oh shit. Yeah, the pants are on this time. What's the best way to structure coming to dealer with financing on used car when you intend to pay off? Listen, you don't want to structure nothing. Here's the thing. Oh boy, you want to make sure that you got the price that you agreed on, right? You got the price that you agreed on over the internet. You got the purchase price ready. And then you either sending a check. You don't even need to be coming in. Like that, in few years, if people will actually grow some fucking balls and take charge of the buying process, we won't have to go to the dealership. Literally, we won't. You send them the paperwork. No. They send you the paperwork over the email. You sign it with the e-signature. Your bank wires them the money. A car shipper ships you the car. That's it. You did everything off your fucking couch. Your car will get delivered to your work or to your house. That's it. So you don't need to be going to a dealership. When you said structure, it felt to me like you were saying like structure as in negotiating, right? You don't structure, you don't negotiate, nothing. What you do is you get the paperwork ready, right? For your finances ready, you got your money ready, you talk about the price, you negotiate, you get the best possible price, and then you just tell them to ship the car. That's it. You don't need to be going to a dealership. Literally, I wouldn't even be going to a dealership. I see the dealership out of my fucking window. Why would I go there? Why? Just do everything out. Hey, just fucking send that shit to me. Send it to my house. Email it to me. Amazon uses those Mercedes vans. Well, yeah, because Amazon is $100 billion company. And whenever something goes bad on a van, guess what? Who's paying for it? Nobody. It's a tax write-off. This guy is trying to buy a camper for himself. If something breaks on it, he's paying for it. Thanks, James. I appreciate the support, man. Yeah, Ben. I mean, shit. They are expensive. I mean, not gonna lie. That's why you gotta wait until Christmas. See if there's better deals back then. If you're looking for a Tacoma or 4Runner, you might as well buy new if you can't afford it. Even Scotty Kilmer's son bought a brand new Tacoma because of its resale value. Dude, Toyota's SUVs, like their 4Runner, Land Cruiser, their pickup trucks, Tundra and Tacoma, dude, resale value is crazy high. Crazy high. It's absolutely insane. And here's the reason why it's so high. It's because people make it high by selling it to a dealer. If they weren't selling that shit to dealers, the prices wouldn't be that high. Mark, you don't know what the fuck you're watching, but you like this? Hey Mark, if you're new to this channel, I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country. Now I teach fine folks like you, how not to get fucked when buying a car. So dude, Mark, if you got any questions, holler at me. If you got car questions, talk to me. I want to help you out. Hardcore, dude, holy shit, 400,000 miles on a 1997 Toyota Tacoma. Yeah. That might have something to do why people value these vehicles so much, because they last forever. Will the dealership allow you to take the car for pre-purchase inspection before signing the purchase agreement? Absolutely. If a dealership does not allow you to do a pre-purchase inspection, do not buy that car. There's only 2 cases where pre-purchase inspection is, I would say, not necessary. Brand new cars or very fresh cars that are like, 3 or 4 years old. They have very low miles on them, I would say like under 45, under 50,000 miles, that kind of stuff. Okay, you don't need pre-purchase inspection. Again, on Asians only. Ford with 50,000 miles, Chevy with 50,000 miles, Dodge Chrysler with 50,000 miles. Yes, it needs an inspection. Nissan with 50,000 miles, it needs an inspection. Subaru with 50,000 miles, I mean, that gasket is about to blow. Yeah, King Null, bro, if a dealership ever tells you you can't take that car for pre-purchase inspection, you turn around and get the fuck out of there. It's simple as that. Like, don't risk it. Or you know what you can do? You can ask this dealership, hey, I want you to add a clause to the contract. If the car has problems that you did not disclose to me at the time of purchase, you will send me my money back completely within a week, and you are bringing that car back to the dealership. I'm not responsible for that shit. If they do that, sure, yeah, buy a car without pre-purchase inspection. They'll take the car back, they'll ship it back, but they're not gonna sign it. But you gotta have 3 things. First, if there's any problems that they did not tell you, that's number 1. Number 2, they refund you money within a week, and number 3, they ship the car back to their dealership. You're not bringing the car back. You're looking for a 2016 Honda CR-V for around 25,000 miles. I don't need pre-purchase inspection. No, D, It's a Honda, 25,000 miles. No, I wouldn't worry about it. Guys, we got 5 more minutes before YouTube kicks me. Literally 4 or 5 minutes. So if you got questions that you were thinking about asking, go for it. Now is the time to do it. Before the YouTube kicks me out, I just want to say, first, everybody that joined this channel, thank you, I appreciate it. Everybody that's over here on the stream, I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your questions. That, you know, I'm trying to educate people, trying to educate the public. I want to make sure that you know, there is some kind of counter to these dealerships. They're fucking screwing people over. Let's we do something. Let's figure something out. I don't know. Is it better to buy online or at the dealership? Online. Scredley Smith, online. Whenever you're at the dealership, the salesperson has control over you. They're gonna peer pressure you into buying a car, into making a decision. You don't want that. You want to be on a cell phone, drinking a beer, eating a sandwich. That's what you should be doing. On the couch, on the laptop, looking at cars, talking with dealerships. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. Bought a 2013 Hyundai Sonata SE for $10,000. 43,000 miles. Is that a good deal? Yes, it's a good deal. Rebecca Burton. I'm looking for a purchase on the Hyundai Ioniq. It has 23,000 miles. So PPI would not be necessary either. Well, if it's a clean title, then no. If the car was an accident, obviously you have to have inspection. But if it's a clean title, yeah, I wouldn't need an inspection for it. I mean, I would buy it without an inspection. That's what I would do. Dan, what do you think about Rudy's Rides YouTube? I have no idea. Rudy's Rides YouTube channel? I have no idea who that is. Let me write it. Hold on a second, guys. Rudy's. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know who that is. I'm gonna check him out, see what he's all about. Thanks, Flyby. Yo, Flyby. Thanks, appreciate it for being here. Everybody say thanks to Flyby. He's making sure the chat goes good. He's like an admin here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it, man. Every Thursday, you're here like a boss. What kind of van do you recommend? As far as a family van, Toyota Sienna is the only van I would buy. I mean, there's also Kia, but I mean, I would probably buy a Toyota anyways. Scredley Smith. I actually live in Miami. Where's that beer? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. Like I work. That's it. I work. But I will take you up on a cheeseburger. Thanks, mate. It's a clean stream. Yeah. Thanks, Flyby. Appreciate it. No, dude, hard. I'm wearing pants. I swear I'm wearing pants. He does car reviews with no pants? Let me see that shit. No way. Oh no, he wears shorts. He wears shorts, right? Well, yeah. I'm in Miami. I always wear shorts. I haven't worn pants for like a fucking year because it's always warm here. Yeah, thanks, man. Mike, appreciate the support. All right, we got about 30 seconds. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Dan. I'm signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.